social weather station survey shows Vice President Leni Robredo's trust rating dropped by 15 points. Robredo's trust rating in March is positive 30 compared to positive 45 in December. The rating is still considered good. In a separate SWS survey also conducted in March, Robredo's net satisfaction rating had also dropped from positive 37 in December to positive 26. Around the same time as the survey period, Robredo was already dealing with impeachment threats and criticism over her video message on the drug war. The major decline in Robredo's ratings was seen nationwide. She got a 10-point decline in Metro Manila, the rest of Luzon and the Visayas, and lost 32 points in Mindanao. Incoming Foreign Secretary Senator Alan Cayetano vows to reject microphone diplomacy. Microphone diplomacy refers to the use of publicity to address or engage other countries. Cayetano, one of President Rodrigo Duterte's most outspoken defenders at the Senate, says he will talk less once he is the country's top diplomat. He adds, quote, "You'll hear more from the spokesman and much, much less from me." He also promises to keep building bridges with other countries. Cayetano says he cannot take his post at the DFA until the Commission on Appointments confirms his nomination. Until then, he remains a senator. According to the 1987 Constitution, if Congress is in session, a presidential nominee can only take his or her oath of office once the CA has given its consent. Perfecto Yasay Jr., Cayetano's predecessor, was appointed while Congress was not in session. Thus, his appointment took effect immediately based on CA rules. The CA eventually rejected Yasay for lying about his US citizenship. Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte underscores the need to bridge the development gap in Southeast Asia at a World Economic Forum event in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, Thursday. Duterte is representing the Philippines as this year's chairman of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. He says that despite the economic gains of ASEAN as a region in eradicating poverty, there is still a large gap between the rich and poor.
While the region has been seen poverty levels decrease by half in the last 50 years, development remains skewed.
Duterte adds governments should consider people from all walks of life when crafting economic policies in order for ASEAN to succeed in improving the quality of life of its people. Duterte also highlights the large youth population in ASEAN as an opportunity that the regional bloc must seize. He calls for the full implementation of the ASEAN Work Plan on Youth 2016-2020, which includes programs for youth entrepreneurship and employment. The Justice Department will target the instigator of the pork barrel scam when it reopens its probe into the case. Justice Secretary Vitaliano Aguirre says there is a possibility that alleged pork barrel scam mastermind Janet Lim Napoles may not be the most guilty in the whole scheme. Aguirre says, quote, "If you're the public official and you influenced or instigated Mr. B to commit plunder, the instigator is the more guilty." Aguirre is apparently alluding to former Budget Secretary Butch Abad. Napoles once pointed to Abad as the one who taught her how to set up fake NGOs to transact with lawmakers using their PDAF. Abad has no pork barrel scam-related charges. Aguirre says the possible existence of an instigator could be a determining factor in making Napoles a state witness. Napoles, who owns many of the fake NGOs used in the pork barrel scam, was earlier charged with plunder along with lawmakers. Celebrity blogger Mocha Uson responds to Binibining Pilipinas International 2017 Mariel De Leon's tweets criticizing her appointment as Presidential Communications Operations Office Assistant Secretary, saying she'll do her best. De Leon earlier expressed her disappointment over Uson's new government post on Twitter, saying there are others who deserve the position. Some of her tweets have since been deleted. She said, quote, "What is happening, Philippines? Biased and disrespectful. She insults those who are against her. I'm not for her, I'm not for the other side, whatever that may be." De Leon added, quote, "I love my country, so it breaks my heart to know someone like her got a position in government. There are so many other unbiased, educated and respected and respectful people who deserve her place. Uson on Thursday shared a report on Mariel's tweets and says, quote, "Sorry, Binibining Pilipinas. I'll take note of your tweets and I'll do my best for the country and for you." President Rodrigo Duterte on Wednesday appointed Uson as PCOO Assistant Secretary for Social Media, a position especially created for her. Duterte says Uson's appointment was solely his idea, payment of a debt of gratitude for supporting his presidential bid. Uson, a rabid Duterte supporter, is accused of spreading false and misleading news through her blog, which she denies.